Alright guys, what's up, it's Karis Plays here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an event farm. So, this farm is like an edited version of Happydays' farm from a couple of years ago, but it's for like the lower stages of the game, and for people who don't want to cheat and use like Invincibility, like slime statues. But anyway, let's get on to it. So obviously you want to make a flat area. I'd suggest doing this from like away from your like any towns that you've got, any like pylons, just so that it doesn't get into your way, probably nearer to the edge of your wall, but probably in a plains biome. You want to start off by making 170 blocks wide flat area. I don't know if this is 170 blocks wide, but it looks about right. And then you want to get 84 blocks. This is what Happydays did, by the way. So you want to start from probably the edge and just place your blocks down. And then you want to do this twice to each side. And you want to mark the middle, because that's where that's where the mobs are going to be spawning. So if you don't know what I'm doing, basically, this is going to be a place where like mobs stop spawning. So this is the middle. There we go. And obviously if you want to, you can just add corners. Okay, so now that I did this side, you just want to repeat the same thing on the other side. If you think you did a bit too much, like too wide, that's completely fine, because you're just spawn proofing pretty much. Alright, once you place 84 blocks, you want to go to both sides and just place one more, and then go upwards. This is like the border. I did this to the other side already. Alright, but now you can see this is our spawning, so this whole place is going to be like spawn proofed. So what you want to do now is go right in the middle and then go 6 blocks out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let me just remove all these torches, even though it would be taken out by the lava. And speaking of lava, that will be our next step. So what we're going to do now is, obviously if we're still going to be in like our platform, which would be like up here, mobs will still spawn like here. And to prevent that, you just want to make some place some lava down, just like one layer, not too much. There we go. Now it's just equaled out. So now if you go just slightly higher, you realize all the mobs will spawn down here. There's already a zombie. And now what you want to do is you can start, actually no, before we start on the spawning platform, you need to check like around 10 blocks from below where you are, from below like this block here, just to make sure there's no gaps. And to do this, I'd suggest using a contaminator, and then you can just see what's below you. Most of the time there is nothing, like here. As you can see, there's no holes, so we're completely fine. But if you do have holes, you just want to patch it up. But now you want to go from the middle, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then go up 37. So I've already placed one, so stay 6. Alright, so once you place all of this down, you just want to make a little platform for yourself. I wouldn't recommend making it too big. Just remember to mark your middle point. So this is going to be my platform where I'll AFK, not AFK, but like farm events. And then you're fine to dig this out. So from now, you could actually just use it, like up here, and just shoot downwards in an event. But I suggest you add traps, just like Happydays did. So you just want to add one block above here and place. I'd suggest super dark traps, but if you don't have this yet, obviously you can't use them, or you don't have access to them. But it doesn't make too big of a difference. So you just want to go slightly above, just so much that it won't like affect much. Okay, so from this point you want to get spear traps is what I'd recommend. You probably will have to like go to like multiple worlds to collect enough spear traps, but the more you have, the better it's gonna be. I'm just gonna place 2 layers. I don't know if this is equal, to be honest, but and now you just wanna actuate it all. So I'd suggest the grand design. Alright, so after you actuate these traps, obviously you want to break the blocks underneath the traps. And then you want to do the wiring. So you want to probably use all of your, not all, 3 of your coloured wires. So I'd suggest doing something similar to this. And then obviously you want to connect the spear traps as well. Okay, so you want to wire it up something similar to this. But just make sure pretty much all that matters is that everything's like connected. So now you want to connect 1-second timers to all of them. And then when you turn all of them on, they're all alternatively going off. So obviously now we're pretty much finished. If you want to, you can make this room look better. You can improve the traps. Actually no, you can't really, but like pretty much improve the room. Make sure you have like campfire, heart lantern, and bass statues and stuff. Because I'm gonna be honest, obviously because you're not invincible, you might die. So I'd set your spawn point here as well as moving your nurse in. But I do want to show you guys how it works. And for that I will go into my main world where it's in hard mode. So I'll see you on that world. Alright guys, so I went onto my main world, I guess. And I'm going to do the pumpkin moon just to show you guys how it is. Let's start it off. Once it turns night, I will be using endgame stuff, but you're just gonna get like a glimpse of what it is. So obviously I've got the nurse with me. I would also set your spawn point, but as you can see, the first few waves, it only really starts to get a problem once you're at wave 4, when the bosses come. Especially the ones that can like shoot through blocks. But for me, obviously, because I'm using endgame stuff, I'm just killing them too fast. And then obviously when the pumpkin and ice queens and stuff come, you do have to get out of the farm to fight those. Unless obviously you got endgame stuff. But I still end up dying. So yeah, that hopefully says it. But I'm gonna come back to you at the end of this pumpkin moon just to show you how far I got. But then again, yeah, that's why you should really be setting your spawn point on. Alright guys, I have made it onto wave 15. And so after using this, obviously, I can tell you that I'm gonna be honest. As soon as like the flying mobs come in, I guess, you're not really going to be in the farm much. You're going to be farming them, which is really why like the Invincibility platform or whatever is really good, which you could add, but if you do, you should probably watch the original Happy Days video on it. Alright guys, it's the end of the event, and I did get like 1,000 I think points extra, as well as wave 15. So that's obviously why you should make this farm. And if you are going to make this farm, I would suggest you make it before Plantera. So just before you unlock the events. The main events even. As you can see from that, I did get a lot of loot. So, with that being said, I hope you found this useful. And once again, I did get this design from Happy Days. The nurse did end up dying, that is something to bear in mind. But as far as you set your spawn point here, I think you should be good. So, have fun building this. It's not that hard to be honest, it's one of the better farms. And I'll see you in the next video.